do this to us?
Ebi anom kan kokoam.
Be kan kokko na ndie kan bontere me de ba twere bom ma so se da bi aka. These are the issues. If you want to think of the Bono regional, these are the issues. When na issues you should be talking about. These are the issues you should be talking about. Any issues are fait accompli. Issues should be negotiable. Issues should be negotiable. Banka wansem. Na say kwa do be ko asantemane birekum do na say kwa den birekum ni japekuru no be ni asantemane dada. Is it an issue? Wasem. 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 These are the issues. 24 schools, selected schools nationwide. Buru ba kukura ni the nearest abam no goso ahafo no de ko share na nye publication obeye na obehu no bono but ahafo school. And I'm daring them, I'm challenging them. Bloggers na muba mudi di atam sebi mu kan sem hunu. I call it in sem hunu. These are the issues wa ujiri se ofi Bono regional ka me ma take 2 or 3 days. Mra in the worst case scenario no me ya 1 man demonstration.
Atia man.
Atia President Mahamada for so no.
Who did tia President Mahama so I dey?
Another minister Haruna Dushi me now for the demonstration because they didn't consider Bono region. And it is not fair. The fact that Mahama is madam for, the fact that Haruna Idrisu is madam for no.
And stop.
Haruna Mishan wakon team na wakoton player back on. Team kache showura transfers kanu back time. Osia.
Before kwa.
Haruna Idrisu team.
Wakoton before kwa player.
Wakoton wa Italy. Scan mu drupa getting to around 500,000 euro. Memra media Michiano Sunyana po. Memra media way. Oh boss. Osia na yemi no we twa prisi. Oh boss, oh dear baba. Me now for no Mahama and Haruna Idrisu. But you know, it doesn't mean that because they are my friends. So by idea bi anaba idea bi na senya menka na men raw my attention. Maybe a kire do be supplementary. Maybe a kire supplementary na ebeba no. Etimi catch President Mahama oya madam fukra oya the adamfo no be sinchane. Haruna Idrisu ya the adamfo be sinchane. Mon consider Bono origin.
Oya adanse be sin adamfo be sinchane apre Bono puntu.
Many bebe kon because be fa bin ko Bono. Until the adamfo be sinchane. What you say? So they're coming back to the situation in the country and our bad roots. Because sometimes you get information from Cote d'Ivoire, you get information from Togo, near the Mobo. And things you have to ask me in a media beginning. Yeah, my assemblies, district assemblies, quite no WONTUMI award contract. If you didn't Dr. Boahen, why are there? It's a big plus. When I have a decentralization,
drip no.
Now, Minister been crying. Yeah. MCC, this is pa MPP Tamu and this is Brabebre. Koshe, Minister of Roads and Brabebre. If you have a call, now MCB and then DCB and MPB at Siana Wada. Ubak office on Wada.
Ade.
So, or try the Minister appear, Minister Tuka or Chen.
Oh, my, Juman Koso.
It's a non persuasion. Kwani bi wo banya. Bono bebetunu. To
akotena nkran hwe no.
At office. Obakwa ministers, MPs, DCs. Bitwas me fa se bia DC ofri Sampa. Ana se ofri Elubo. Ana se ofri Sehwiyoso. Ofri Dadeso. Osimu anajo. No okoduru anopa. Wako minister in office. How do we behave like this as a country? Yeah, decentralization and lip service. Yeah, no.
Reality nini ho.
Okay. Because you know, even MPP time, NDC time, Bayan Kunya, Ewon Kanai, the Abre assemblies. Na ni abufu kura se ba ye nkonyan kran ne wo de ekogoso why ko nkonya nkran wo de akọ nkran kwanta na wo panua go so de nkran kwanta ani mem no
nua fa de nua wo
ehina fa de nua wo ke fa de nua wo
carpenter fo so ho
carpenter fo ho ni ma no tu sunwane nkonya kra ma bi no fa nkran na san see ai apostle continuation see ya sofu bi o sunwane not na sem bi ba na me na kasa o say a lawyer o che no sofu kra o na wo nya amanyosem na on koye sofu ono CS no susakachi o CS
Christ Apostolic Church
ani na Christ Apostle Continuation
okay
bi ankwanta asore no oye wo msofo susakachi ho na wasi na Sunday na olo obia no kra obetene nsa afrem o lawyer na me no kasa se na wisi church ni wo nya amanyosem no meye sofu mra sofu me nya sofu otum me yamanyosem
ade.
So some of us should be in the system and talk and educate people.
Sana be mo betnya sanitize.
Ya sanitizing. Who can't be fee? Who can't be fee? I'm from here. Sure, last Thursday, no, remember that. So Ukiada or Yawoda Chronicle front page, story in Sosan carrying or third page. Sikasambia ba National Service Authority and then Zumelayo. Menka se biya diskawo. Menka se biya diskawo.
Because they are alleged.
Menka se sa. And if you read the press conference of the Minister for Justice and Attorney General, and if you read Manasa Zuri article B, Manasa Zuri, why WONTUMI nka bia ushia Manasa Zura Obiri Boahen do chiao enya se ni bibi obetwere nem tiase enya se ni bibi obeka metiase but I followed Manasa Zuri on Joy News the story the interview. I followed Manasa Zuri. He's all right up in the Chronicle newspaper. Now, or you're one of the Ghanaians, me tu chairman like Martin Amidu baby wo ha me no nya adwene but generally ukabo mu a oye no krakani baby de me no nya adwene. So when you are talking about honest people in this country, tell me Ghana for mon fa modini ni mame nko a Obiri Boahen me get to say the whole Ghana there me na me no krakani
by being so
but me tin say me de nkura bi me kola masia me de Martin Amidu no ne Manasa Zuri no because Manasa Zuri in his write up no he praised Kofi Japan of YE MPP or Sanso Bo Vincent Eko Asafua Abaso enti me de nkura bi me kola masia me de Vincent Asafua me de Kofi Japan me de Manasa Zuri ene Martin Amidu me de bekola masia me treni wo mo
ebinum say attorney general na say oyaye information minister.
No, you see, no, it may be a type of politics. Psychologically, he wants to play on the minds of Ghanaians. Because when it gets to the courtroom, the technicalities, you know, the ordinary person and politically, there is nothing wrong. Politically, he wants to score political points. Oh, yeah, it's true that there be a can we unkokot. But no, Mama say, or no, so cry, just the same sign can say. A minimum bar for plea begging, so you're mobidini. So, Obiri is Attorney General and he wants to be mischievous. And I just the same sign, they want to be mischievous. Then come back bodini. And I'm a boy. Yeah, if they want to be mischievous. But don't you know, your plea begging stage, Yenny Binum, or for foundation. I think that is good.
But I say, anytime be a banner press conference. As I say, DC can say, what DC can say. Now, I ain't gonna for this to say, hey, as soon as we DC can, I say, what we are attended that.
Oh, and yet, and show court then, but it is an African politics. But I do baby say yes, young respect to woman. Why? Because plea begging no omo mischievous. Kasaba bobo dinino. Anamboa. But I be no. If you say so,
say and plea begging in the to somebody.
Better more. So you see, if you are in a country like Ghana, now we are cratching usuru nyame. We are not crackani. Me are not crackani into the mission we know you. Now one day, okay, national service publication by the Attorney General. The allegations. Now kind Manasa Zuri problems are confronted to the extent that even at a certain stage there was no valid contract between Zumi Lion and Ghana, and yet monies were being paid. Yeah, me tell you, sir, we say money we pay. We want some things, sir. See, a coffee boy, money we be coming sa bakro. Make it me say, na me handle affairs of this country. Health will roll. I will crack the ship. People run away from this country. No matter whether MPP or NDC or if you don't do politics. Not what do you mean Ghana? I say watch your banner, your bob when your bob say a casio, say a kito. About putting the Kuru Benin, within the appetizer, watch just one day publication. And sometimes you look this public. Sunday. People for Kofano say, but political persecution. MPP Nation and this for Kofano, but political persecution. What did there be a political persecution? Episode element of truth. Let me congratulate them. But you know, we say home pony nice sponsor. Company national security. National security, you don't budget. We don't audit. We don't budget national security. We don't audit national security. It is a national security.
I was your lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen, the state of Ghana, and Ugusu Awoshe na Utino.
National security, national service police. Never go over more national security. Another cause sports council, sports authority. Africa. Okay. Yeah, for.
Young concrete. Nancy Nanan Adi Bantu noise making so. Is what to talk to me? Is Omali? Yeah. More lifting. Is it the business? Sorry, one year won't move. Buama is a social media. Yeah, dear, no, entertainment near the end of it. Opeso Bosha bet me a book.
Kempalita, so we problem. No, see that 52 in a year. Oh, fear that 52 in a year. Asomfo moko bilum kura ko kuyada canceling bebotwene
bilum kura ya sorry ankasa
ne fie da bakobotwene bilum beko memenda nwumre bilum beko kwasida so mo botwene nkana fo no nkasa nkana fo ni wate I mean, we so Chia Nguamanche. Yeah, I mean, apologize on a Gamanche. They have invited me several times to their palaces. Nguamanche and Gamanche, me Papacho, and ye Boapaye, and ye Drenayem. mesrebe ofane kwa mabaga mababa visit una ofane nungwa manche gamanche ofane teshi manche ofane la manche ofane minyina me bank na me babesramu nungwa teshi osu ni owu na nsan no one me ye free I invite me call her once the next time be kwanche no wiye no I wo msi wo masimu then I'm crying for nyina mpa macho enye bopaye because I've been defending them on this call very well. No, you see only ni paneti o ma okwa na ma wo ye wa soro ye obi bia o ka tiro se bosume bako twene na wo bo bibi no ma ne mra fam na me so menya me so ma Foko, what is wrong about that? Huh? What is wrong? It's so sad. Hey, yeah. I will hope. As a film. All the mama bosume. You know, I don't want to do history and but next time about the others and the guns. One more be in common with the Jews, Israelites, and the Egyptians. The others of Ghana and the guns.
Bonon Kahun. Ashantis in Kahun.
Historically, before Jesus was born.
BC.
Yeah. The others of modern Ghana and the guns of modern Ghana. When you study the Evers history, when you study the guns, then you know, Bejitum say no more. In fact, the Evers believes have been a group in Mesopotamia, Sumeria, Israel. Then they moved to Egypt. The Evers have that history, the guns have that history. So, Kotika, men cannot Chetiacha no can you teach no on Tiasia. Ntina, I want to be profane here. Send your Biabetiasia. Sabecha Kotia. The guns and the Evers believe so tradition in Yakahono. A covenant to be, they'll trace it even to the Bible in the Genesis, both the guns and the Evers. So, Yankopono, Jew for a covenant to be said. Bebecha Bema, ne Bema no, what you say? And it is part, and the Evers and the guns are saying, say, at that tribes, no, I was Ghana, no, you see free beho. So, when you make some chance, say, wouldn't religion per year Christianity, no, and not Christianity, no, when you be brave for Judaism. Why the Jews no oye Sabbath no Saturday no Christopher no Sunday just a matter it was says 3 no I think 3 says 3 2 no me change free Saturday edi no me de ba Sunday no bibi ansisa so me da no bibi ansisa now the guns and the others whilst the Christians believe that you talk direct to God, the others and the guns like the Akans, they also believe that you talk to God. Uka sachire nyankopon fa binum so what I say enti obo abosun midina obo logopo obo we obo atanyomoa ne ade a ogini se nyame wo soro ase hunte se woni no bekasa
one on one
first bi so
say Christopher the see Christ so no
chamo this is young Alex yende St Anthony St Matthew St Augustine St Peter St Way
Maria Kron
yeah. So that is it. So the philosophical underpinnings of Christianity and the others Hogbechocho and the dance the homo historically no nsunu yanim na mo amaba muni ni munnim ni mumpenhu mo amaba muni munnim mumpenhu enti sankranfo no ka kire wo se maye bosome yeso ye de e kasa kire nyankopon no ye kasa kire ya boso onka bone. And it's quite reasonable. So, but here.
So, Obiano woman.
The beyond toquency. The beyond toquency. And both politicians in MPP or NDC can be bold enough to say, hey, more chuchan crefono, near moya ben and yet. Bosume back with the Montias, Muniana woman. Also, because we have votes. But we need to be honest and sincere. So, I feel so honest as I am. I sort of forms no, Mr. And yet, mentality is in for any room and for a con, then a bass recon, then a Methodist recon, then a SDA con, then I think Pentecost for Crab and Tiny Bencon, and Assemblies of God. No. But mpembe brain na tire back faster. I think let's respect the guns also. It is good. Say yes ye be because I sort of way say the people break us be complaining. Hey me obasunya no ba bi am tia. Yeah. Assemblies of God be was so. Mention ho. Ba gora na ju say ajamene ho na kokan. Men koka, you know my lifestyle. Menka. But I'm something on me again. But I think that is good. Say yeah, some. Somebody asked me, say Nankramufu, Obiri Boahen Okano, Usurum Kramufuana. Number Mission Kramufu say. There's Nankramufu so batim free yame. I'm sure Nankramufu Tiama a cherry. Sabi elastic
some few
minutes. Make a nippon or giddy so. Madame Crabofort, Mike. But him, here be any simabe. So please. We live in a country. We need to be principled. We need to be honest. Let's respect the views of others. Oko Amsterdam Cecilia Haiti Fono. Oko Amsterdam Bama Haiti Fono Omboson. Me no kasa sisi Amsterdam Bama esio me makwa kwam de mani si akore makore is there
almost someone
hasty for some ndin ku sia kura kugu what is Amsterdam kasi bruni akokasa ne moye ya bronsa masem mozo so motete rampanfo ye disika siya Ghana mpanfo be disika be wia Ghana sika be pogana krono
ebinum
ampa o kasa mo fa pape anase nogopo anate gare anako nedi mo koso ya mre bi roale sika be roale so wonya wo ye pa bone mre be boa tell be so hono. They prefer to swear with the Quran or the Bible. They be to trust some who be wieska.
Some raho.
Amra de yeso ya mama pa mo memfa ntoa no gopo te gare akode di dante. China ma mo fami nso e be. Wa ni Christiani ya ma mo boa. Mo pesika dia mo pesika wianti. Me Obiri wo de China man ba me be soa wo de akode di ba meye wo de nogopo ba meye wo de rosary ba meye wo de Bible ba meye wo de Quran ba meye.
Na say we Christo ni
aba me ya say religion bia wo de Baba Gita Buddhist wo de ba meye
ujidie wom.
Every religion, I respect every religion. Azan nti de ban pese be be say adam fu na kana say ora okofa ga na me yire ka say ora okay we am do nyame na yire de yo oneja na yire do ke ne fa pape ora ha ande me fa nyame di nyame ne be so it's a more serious note. That is what is happening. So we need to respect the views and others. For me, a moderate and tolerant. people festival, people culture. And kabaya the pass and nakan ne krobofo ebe dipo. And this thing South Africa oye.
Dipo no.
Dipo under 16 South Africa ye. And na bo madna so ko krobo other lower krobo upper krobo so ko dipo. Ya Christian for me mamba nye dipo.
And a bragronum.
The any force. But you know, it is unfair to say because and dehumanizing it. Unlike to say Dagati or Frafradiana anybody to be training. I tribal mark, I agree. I can for the no. A tribal mark agree, Kumu for there. But I don't say dehumanizing just a moja. Moja be finding I don't know, son. Moja never ban yawno. Nam say no diamentiasi. But oya namamre, oya frafra mamre, oya dagumba mamre, oya kan mamre, oya wea. Why do you insult them? Hello, ye men of little feet. Ye men of little feet. Ye adulterous generation. Mama money.
Lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen ana yetinin kanana. Na atwimu yaso konsa he osunyai.
Na atwe me yansam kwasa sunyane hene.
Na wan kanka mejaw.
Okay, next time do beko or therefore Boahen Koko. Ojiamansan. The paramount chief of Sunyane traditional area and the president of the Sunyane traditional council. It's tough.
So,
echo social media and say vinum. So you number blast you binum. Makosra
Sunyane mahine. And also akwa issue.
The ignorance is too much. Sunyane mahine owi. Order for me chiao. Kofi abo me chiao. Nana kwam hina me chiao. Me mfa me humura mans ahense mu. But me de me intimintimu nchia bi. Me de me humura mu kura mu bewuram. Na no Wednesday and me Monday. Sunyane mahine order for agia mansan Boahen Koko. Ahoyi. Ne nana ya anima. Aye friend yi. Me be ya the case of National House of Chiefs. Ukiera. Me na mbeye. Bloggers bia mu sua hwe no. Bloggers mu sua hwe, mu mpahwe hunu. Bloggers na mu sua hwe, mu mpahwe hunu. You should get out of your ignorance. Me na mbeye man hena na ya anima. Ni case ukiera National Security.
Na je se bono ayemfo no so yo mo cases pa.
Munya tobe no social media who fibia. I call it tobe. Minerals Commission ebinuma kwaje japekrom hena asase. Ebinuma kwaje brekum asase. Mena brekum hema eni bosumi o. Brekum hema japekrom manhene be mam twa letters ko tiem wo Minerals Commission. Japekrom hema japekrom hene brekum menem twa letters menem kadis mbo. What ye? Sapa manhene akonya ba menem di ma se kwa. Ni oteso hwesi approach menem die ma obeye manhene se kwa. Japekrom menem twa letter brekum menem twa. Nsiatre be ne meye. Nsiatre chieftaincy menem meye. Me Obiri Boahen menem meye nsiatre. Menem meye nsiatre chieftaincy. Menem meye mentwitwim menem meye. Nyolo ye bema nkama mintie. Two bottom case, many may manhene, your lawyer Breman, on Frank Asameboa. Oh, for my many may Bema may your lawyer Bema on Frank on Sunday Master Sameboa. Don't put your banda, many may Fangina man can tampo, many may German can tampo, many may. Akumsa domase mene meye droman kase brompon nadam fodum de lawyer nem nkwanza manhene mene meye ne lawyer mene meye nadam fo Amanten hene the case regional house of chiefs mene ya be mon kasa menti mama kasa ni tobe for I get amanfo sama no my case am na yiri me na yiri as I'm talking now wala big adam abusuya mene me ye be case mene me ya hunter chieftaincy gomo abodi ata mene me ye asina pimani mene me ye asina tanda nso mene me ye agade wata reje mene me ye tampuruma mene me ye okaza Ghana na social media
Daddy nimdia na ekasa
okọ achima adresi na afosu ayirebi bodom mene me handle wom case amount adresi na afosu bodom ntronan ka ho pankase or electoral legal 5 achim kotoku mene me adwajiri mene me adwajiri appeal at the National House. No very no onka me maradia no menka. Maradia no menka. Me no wo twaka bi. People are not allowing common sense to rule. No gavi ma na de ye no very agozi nyan no. Me ko hoda bia o therefore German Boahen koko ne nana ye friend ye anima otiase sunwane dina be friend ye ne wo sunwane nyama na owuye no hema nyama na owuye no ye ni yemba ni yem ba eni nyama na owuye no ye ni nua pa ba eni sunwane asonkrawiri na owuye no ye ni nua pa ba na asonkrawiri enti therefore German sign not to na me call her bin be kasa no Boahen kokofo ni bia Boahen kokofo ni bia
sunyane Boahen
kokofo ni bia adehye ni bia adehye nanu mbe ye ni nana ukwere mbe ye ni nana ye ni matiase ye otiase mbe ye ni case me ye be case everyone ako dia anya bebe kosin ekumase bebe ko akoso munsa hununko abadwemba fo kasa amuka ti bonko sofo bia no mo kasa mature minds are talking sabi kafracho asante fo be ni corona na ba miayam anwona fo be ni anworo be ni corona na ba miayam nkran fo wo ni corona na ba miayam wala fo ni corona na ba miayam mamprusi fo ni corona ba miayam gonja fo ni corona ba miayam kusasi fo ni corona ba miayam bisanga fo ni corona na ba miayam dagoma fo ni bena mi ibu ni kire se oh sa groups ni nyina no anwlo achim fo ni corona na ba miayam kwa fo ni corona kwa fo mu jofot no ba ye wie Konfo ye wie pa ko fianson sika ba no pa ko fianson ne jofot no be nyama sika pa ko fianson ani jofot na Ghana ba no ko ba mienu kwa ko betime finance Ghana budget ani madam fi at the sign anitan ayo Alisa hotel seconds no seconds NS Chemis Paco Fianson ene Jofort memo bo me namfo no seconds NS Chemis Paco Fianson Jofort Bra Champo binum kraka ebre yo Ghana budget do kwafo I am saying it authoritatively say Ghana budget amode be ko parliament no me Obiri boy me nanfo kwafo metu half from their resources Bra Champo now be wura asantemani mu a kase Kesben madam for nti betima bonidini kwame despite metima bo o forisa pon metimi abo o so ansa metimi abo no ye adonkoi
angel
kokuti madam for nti metimi abo ma abo so ansa ama abo so ansa gejasi madam for nti metima bonidini ani binim ka ho pocket trading ye pocket trading kamira ye free no bebetima tua Ghana budget no bebetima tua half ate I want to one man ni pe konanim ya na ngangi me no Obiri wan ya gozu nyan ne de no gwaza asante fo ya asante nya no 1700 ni bebe ya asante wako sukuda for paper and pen 1700 ama gimon sama amokan wo social media me mpesa mesa me mra kan bi
ada no am say problem ne say
Obiri Boahen akọ ayi odefo German san Boahen kokko ne wanhwa ode ne bebe kwa asante nsem hunu sunya for from okom no kwa samuni mu a if you are daft and dumb sunya for Boahen kokko no on ye nyama ne kwantwa be from okom ha Benuya pa ni adudo nyina ane bafo ba be ko nkoranza no Benuya the Kwamman people fought and defeated them in Amakum.
Kumasi Amakum.
Yes. Ene ma Amakum for no ehwete ye no ebinim koye attachment ya ebinim koye adujama ebinim koye sudwane ebinim koye akumsa domase ebinim koye dokro nkwanta ebinim ko nkoranza bebre da hwete Kwamman people fought and defeated them. There was 32 also fought and defeated them. Opakuware obedi 32 adie opakuware papa anya makom no free munsia ba ko se munsia de na aga sinyanye ne aga devo odene be kwa asante na odene kwa asante abechiri me de kwa asante kura abechiri me mfa bi nko baabi na wo banya sabado wa kwa asante benya bense de mama so nko adidi wa hwa meka ne benka. No, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What I say? The coach domasible ayi kwabana chira no be coach be 1900 ne me mama kra no ba won. Just on social media yefo. So any Rip Van Winkle that's why social media commentator. Amuka say ne amuka kan social media no ye from serious na. Matured minds don't treat you people with any seriousness.
Oma wo mu heda enka di adesua bi wo mu no.
Dan ka adesua bi wo mu no be mfa be. Enya ne pick support no de twara na papa pick support no. So that is it some ko chesu nya hena. Oden. Enya na asem na ba. Sunyane no ya domasi krontre.
Sunyane krono. Woye sunyane krona eno na chese eda bono region so no woye sunyane brono ba ko meka ne se ye ne wa chire de ka ne se brono domase
kantete no see when the whites came 1921 na domase no bebo so no tando yawo no tando yawo bidum kana tayawo odompe ebroni ochiri broni
du broni ntina ho
and said Dumase was the initial capital before 1909 no woman yakomanchi so it was Dumase first na ekomanchi na basunyane ntitama broni no baye na be tata broni no na be ka se ben ko sansumra ba na ba ko hono Dumase gubre munsuno nsuno e friend gubre onu biada nsu edie egubre te be kwa no ba ho nsu
egubre ne kire sei
nso ye te
I said one no go ahom kokwo
sa nso ye te ma bre manya nso ya nom nso agu bre
na je say te say dia na nanom kan brace you
enti no be ka say okay se mo de monya idia mumma mon kope baby ma yentena but sunyane de ye ne ba. And in fact, even Dumasi number 1 agreed not them kwaben. Baby na be our own in how you Dumasi number 1?
Kwaben no
for Dumasi number 1. And this young man here out here could answer says ye. Nena nanom anano of Fadum, but even Dumasi near Chaka because Dumasi number 2 no ya bantama.
Sunyane Dumasi
number 2 a bantama. And we are penny the Dumasi number 2 akunya was na bedi bantam akunya.
Say oyadihye onimi enu nyina mu.
Nimi enu nyina. Bosomtwe. We are penny ba ha no. Obedi bantam de no man ni akuma ene wo fase bosomtwe kodi Dumasi number 2. So under no circumstances whatsoever from 1900 or even from and let's make it even 1880 to today. WONTUMI see Dumasi number 2. Manhina abrabantama fonon ka ho. No WONTUMI see bantama konya. Manu osumuna su nyamempangu. Madam for Sylvester bantama hini. Yankopon mfansa ma. Na se bi okone krechia. Under no circumstances whatsoever obetuma see bantama hini abradumasi number 2 for no amabi. The ignorant ones, let's give them education. The ignorant ones, let's give them education. And the Dumasi number 2 no, bantamano say oba Dumasia. Meso mi free Dumasi number 1 missy say.
Na adena omunsum ana omusum asantema councillor na.
Number 2 no sum asantema. Number 1 there some. You see what number something. Sanya nsem bi ne baaya enka sunwane nsem no amakom di mu akotene. But sunwane ntimi mesom asanteman. Why? Because historically no Boahen kokone kwantwa ni yanyama no be koye no. Unlike nkransa fo no a be de ne be di bibia no. Sunyanfo dem se bibi si amakom ha. Abeko. Ne bere be chidie. Bema. So it won't be easy assuming for the purpose of this discussion. Say or therefore German sano per se oba menshia. Anya simple mano.
No be go through process bi ansa.
Baba ya mamrebi kise be ya mamrebi. Because there was a certain problem. Na Kwame Nkrumah be team. Kwame Nkrumah so na sama kayo no ye kese. Kwame Nkrumah na ma kayo no ye kese. Kwame Nkrumah ba ye no a what is CPP no. Uti. Na ba afu akoto te Matthew ho no. Na na ya wiye. Panyini confuse. Panyini konto. But so be cocoa farmers e Dumasi number 2. Beda be kan bantama group no ho no. Enti baba ge Matthew ho tena Dumasi number 2 ho. Enti ba ge na Matthew ho tena Dumasi number 2 no. Na Kwame Nkrumah e ba be create region no. No se sunyamfo no boss obebo be manhene. Nte ma sunyamfo no bebre ko ye CPP fo. What you say? Including Madam Yani Maya aya me client ya ne nana ne oje amansen. Ne baba akukro stood on the ticket of NDC. So Kwame Nkrumah wanted to break that and na UP enjoy wo Dumasi number 2 no. No boss nyane manhene. Kwame Nkrumah did the same thing at Obiri. to bottom chieftaincy problem na e wo ho no in fact even there is an allegation say Kwame Nkrumah kura de boson ni bi to bottom Mateon for no boson o ma wo de bi koma CPP for no soro for. So the NLC decree 112 no affected sunyane. NLC decree 112 na ne me. Kwame Nkrumah peja ahemfo binum kokokoko soro ebi enwanchi no ebi edua nkwanta ebi ebechem ebi ye ofenso ebi ye sunyane ebi ye odomase number 1 baba ye CPP for. In fact affected Mampong also had the same problem. Entina Professor Akosa no nyina bebre no ye CPP and DC no. Professor Akosa no nyina ye CPP Professor Akosa CPP and DC no. Eye Kwame Nkrumah. Because Professor Akosa no papa na CPP. Nfa di bechem kura no taba betu Kwame Nkrumah no. Ofosuji abo no ojaya konya no to ho.
Adai.
Sana CPP no na ma ofosuji abo be ye strong man. Ne mane bi ne Justice Eni. Nti betu CPP no 24 February 1960.
Former Chief Justice Asem na okay.
Eni betu CPP no 24 February 1966 no. Ne ba Kwame Nkrumah peja be nyina no. NLC decree 112 yes wa Kwame Nkrumah peja obiya no. Brafam kosom be bia kosom. It affected Japekrum. NLC decree 112 affected also Japekrum. You understand? Enti sunyane be ye manhene. Kwame Nkrumah ma sunyane be ye manhene. Enti domase so nana wia ene nana Kofi Amwan. So NLC decree 112 no 67 no e ma sunyane samba fam. Enti ne domase so e bose ya wasuru jamwe. So in 1968 an incident happened. One more rally bi was Sunyane Coronation Park. And domase 4 be ban. Be di jata, domase number 2 be di jata ngoma. Be de ba no. Be ye no a be wie no na Sunyanfo no gange apo no be kotwasiri jata ngoma no.
Omo hwim ye.
Abehwiri ye. Na krobi ya fe bofo krom sa wati dini da. Papa no tie ye no ekwawni bofo sim. Wa benenti sa eyi. Enti sa amra no se nana ya wiew se nana mo wo ko ba bia e se ode bofo asim ko. Wa bofo asim be bo paw nu wo beto fam. Under no circumstance bofo asim de nsa be kan wa wo nto fam. Nti Sunyanfo no state be gi abo anwoma no bofo asim wo ho. Na sabra so de no o ahodene. Nti wo bo paw ne be gi abo anwoma nto ho. So historically, Sunyane ne domase number 2 there. Nka be na kwa nkuna na obeye domase manhene na owu ya benyansie. Na nya Sunyane note. Ya fusa ne ba ne kwa nkuna. Domase number 2, Samba na tenom ene Grace Bennett mbetimu ni akwanya domase number 2. Grace Bennett tim di domase number 2 hima. Samba na tim di domase number 2 manhene.
Sunyane Sam Bennett. Ah, what did this Sam Bennett no? Wow.
Ene wa munya ayi design domase fo. Taya asofo. O munya taya asofo. Now even NDC parliamentary candidate na oho sisi Sunyane West. Ne papa Martin. Binimbeso omedia kwenya wo domase number 2 ewia domase no. Sa kwabra kire na beche no wo atronie no a bebe hange no wo pokutua di nche no. Na Martin na wa America no. Martin Kotia no ba na ye NDC parliamentary candidate at NDC MP. Martin Kotia no ba. Say na man for better sentini me kano.
Profane kakra.
Martin Martin no wa America no a doma se kwabra kire ne na pa no Martin etim di bantama akonya Martin ne kwatia no ba ne NDC MP for Sunyane West no Martin tindi bantama akonya Sana ni o bantama akonya Sylvester pa obetima ja bantama akonya na to ho no akodi awia doma se akonya. That is history for you.
So omunyina ayako
ubeda na wa si hene wo berekuma abraso kware mampomfo benka ho bi adan masada ubeda wa si hene wo jape kuruma abra anka asefo nka ho bi namode ade che ya be kwa masu hene yie kwa fakoto okakim makers no chief moners no and sorry because ayaduana for ayakomfo na bi so na ye no bia ya na no me social media bali ya bonofo no mampon ye no mabia nka mabi come on 2025 human being talking like this 2025
ani bia bay
nipa wo wiase nye ni bie se nipa nyina wo wiase nye nipa nyina ne wo ni bie how and people don't see that this raving and ranting no
sem ye ne bia brosa ne ma no so kra
sabi ka frache o je se nya santefo adwene ho na no na wo sa social media ayi no oyana Satan ka se be nikro na be hiayam he be wo ben sase anwonafo wo ben sase kwawfo ben sase achimfo ben sase ahantafo ben sase walafo ben sase mamprusi ben sase frafrafo ben sase kasina nan kanafo ben sase dagatfo ben sase what you say Benyina ba oban sase benyina ba ni krona na ba miayam nti wo de krona bube what be na se
matu ase krona se tiefo nso ni ahwefo atu ase e krono je so bu ntimi mi omu krokura nwie ba miayam ebe nso se no ba mi adwoa
na sante ina ti aman hina dioso no hye na se mmana de biu ya na ati hoi aman hina ati wona aman hina du nkono mmana de biu no ope Nanduba nanumba amanyene nanya na se nunna shenanse gonja amanyene dumiensa mana de no pe multi hono mun hia vivi na ara ya de no o mene ayi mampo ayi sampa bai sekwa bai jape krum bai brekum bai nshatre koye Domase number 2 koye. Wanchi ko diasa mana yako wede na naka babi. Ko jina pakam diasa. Sama kan shatre. Di baby koye. Fiapri vice chancellor okoye. Atronie okoye. Enyedu. Ofuman koye. Tobodom koye. Tano boase koye. Tano so koye. Amanten koye nyomwase bai nyomwase e bai droman kase brempong obai di baby brempong obai
du ngotwe no
aka be se mienu ne mekwadu no bikura ha me wirafi bikura ho kra me wirafi. Then you sit down there. Any matured mind should be thinking of say, "Aya dana mampon ye, bono and bono is getting to 20." Matured mind. This is what you should be thinking about. And if somebody asks me, "Nkranza man kan nkranza so buy."
Dunku no.
Minge krami da bi krami urafi. I'm told say fanyina man krai ba. Wom ye wangarafo. Now Bibi Sam said, Drobo baby, no, me sure. Adam is on cancer my there is nothing wrong. And you cannot go and fall drop and I'm going to drop us a brain. What do you mean? Can't chat on my incroser brain be? What do you mean? Can't chat touch myself brain be? What do you mean? Can't chat tabu busa brain be? What do you mean? Can't chat ye brain? Why? Because they are not members of that Santimine Council. Ntokoni eyeni de peswa na kama. So what is the big deal about this? Bloggers if we are saying bloggers if we are saying konanim na mo maye nsuan ngoma na yenyai attention seekers.
Lawyer na Obiri Boahen any attending Kano State of Ghana abusia anejumedie no edin na ugusua ehwe ewo WONTUMI TV na afe WONTUMI radio so utie bebi a wo bia no kwaso na ne ntena no nkro pepepe na chese ye sore so na lawyer na Obiri Boahen lawyer Laura students in issue no
a very sad pa nkra no bere be ko excursion
na arosem
very sad. In fact, say me as a parent or as a father, okay, I know I can say nkame man ko school wa
ana nka bibi say two ma nka say na be feel
ma wo mun nyina yakọ. It's quite disturbing, you know, quite disturbing, very very disturbing. Papa and hagene me am hwekodo no na answer number 30 something nobody anticipated say but answer we near rainy season no so na 20 no aba man so no yiri intentem because we are now in June, July, August, September, October no nso bia etene bia be yiri sanete.
But what kwakoye interior minister pen na me anhwe say eba ne say ya season bi say duru a rainy season bi sa no on say wo mu a won mu tena kodo so ehye mu di twa sa akwan bi sa no en hyehyɛ bɛn ɛna wo hwɛ waso ɔman ye hye ase fa sa de no sɛ de bɛyɛ a sa disaster we no ye betimi avoid bi.
One, I say man life jacket. Two, we need to privatize all these things. Mrafso esa aban ema ankra beboa no. What I say? I mean, nka me pa aban a obetimi enya kokoduro se yeji to Makano to Salaga wa ujiri se wo boat bia fabra na yemfanko DVL no mon testament na wa ye wadwum sa na wo call Eastern Regional Afram Plains in so nsuo Abana should call for independent private individuals.
No, we may invest you.
African politicians sika die sika wienti no bibibia no wa because somebody wants to be at the Ministry of Transport, somebody wants to be at the Ministry of Tourism. Ntisa niama ni nyina no be disika no ebrewom ti we teso kakra no we ati kakra no we ati biadi no we ati biadi no we ati biadi no we ati biadi. Okay, but now national theatre and or private things, some government should hand over national theatre.
Yeah, the bush shows. Yeah, the other programs.
Private.
Yeah.
So the private man will see to that. Now, no, say President Mahama Neba boy cover boxes free.
Sharaf.
Good. Why are there? We promote 2 boxing.
We promote 2 boxing.
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Amaya kai azuma nom time. No,
me who say binu mutro na President Mahama Neba. The Ghana Sikama Namanaka, Nanti Dabani Ebe Jansam from Winum Cheresabe. President Mahama, he's an adult. The gentleman can decide his own cinema, me fear bill, own cinema papa fear bill. Obabonebra. Science so na, in some Hunubia bin Trose, a Kufuado, will be a restaurant. A Kufuado Bani adult. Opa on sini papa fear bill on cinema me fear bill. but I do baby and this for no more na mokofa asa nyamahunu no bae nti do baby I don't blame the MPP for no because President Akufo-Addo ba on a business woman wa be no restaurant nsunam restaurant
Osibwe
Amu
di be the former President Akufo
Kasi Prat one last shot bibi we ye adwuma sebe Kofo ba Chief Kofo hotel no moton o makobede wa wene wato hotel wura se mitimi ntoaso akora nato kawe asem Kwasi Prat na Alhaji Bature nu wala Kwasi Prat nsem na Kwasi Prat ene ne ba Kwasi Prat ba oye chotro ni wo vice president office Kwasi Prat afedi asem bi no ka then some hunu in the system na dos ndodo enunti Akufo-Addo ba no ya nsem hunu Akufo-Addo awies ka na neba Ewiesika nsunam Sati ma President Mahama bano so koye ya
amanfo kan bankanya bone
be no wom Mahama ya president ne baby ne bano so nya na adwuma na oye ne bano nya adwuma Akufo-Addo ya president on ne baby ne baba ya so nya na adwuma na oye
enya de anso awoye adwuma ansa na obe president
obe na kwaje bosia Ajekun Kofo Bano, it was syndicated loan. Na Ajekun Kofo Bano toll, hotel. What is wrong about that? Because we're in a backward system. Mte some people for no bin come see wonyai. But the one mo fam hon to NDC. NDC there, one track record no ensem hunu keka. Go and check from the CPP. Sanabra, Veranda Boys and Girls. Nsem CPP for time. Yeah, nankaya dan bedi trogu guzian so. Ane JB Dankwane ofurata ne Akufo-Addo. Ben ba ko sa time na be nhye African way bi amemhye. Be botai no ba shikut. Bera abrofo na tobe. Mudi be chia mo nya fa hodie. So coming back to Nkurano, they is unfortunate, but I think that there's a wake-up call for the present government and future government. Say, be brain, omama ankurankure emrem.
Yam privatizing.
You go to Malaysia, you go to Singapore, you go to kwani kura befaso, kwani. Go to Germany, Bahnhof, train biaba fitano a private, Bahnhof, train. Abi before the sika ria kura no bonti treno aban pese na avan na ayeme VIP show number of buses are VIP for running until the Kumasi Accra Kwanama VIP for so monye no dual carriage monye je to monye mfiedu ka VIP for me e ka ja wiase no ka benwie me ka bibia se VIP nka ba wi me ye wo advisor legal advisor to VIP ka VIP awie wo ma wo basis wo mu nyina ayi Richard Amwa Mr. Richard Amwa or go filling station be 10 what I say ato kura VIP basis so ni kura obe se numa na nsia they can obe
ejewiase nom
ejewiase dia obe ahanu ana hasa ene nante yira ne basis kura mroha basis broha ene madam fu oye fama opo wo faha benkum no akosi kumase flinkan aja wiase so mon fa ni fa akosi nkan yene me yansa
ngoma wi
because the minister for roads want to give the contract because government officials because sika Africa ya kechi
edubra bi nso a ebinum susu se o de contract ma local contractors na sanko bayire no ho aye ni yiye no ebinum nya ni yi
onye ni yi kickback na ba give local contractor na hono obeden what me oni afidi oni hwe wodi ma jawiase wodi ma oya wodi ma jawiase wodi ma oya obaka ko fa nipa free China India here e wasam for far too long. Ghanaian politicians, Ghanaian intellectuals, African politicians, African intellectuals. Momenye sikadie ye botom duruduru sikadie sikawia krono bono. Na ya ngane ya hone ya mfa niema no bi ma ankran. Jofo to store adane apem 1000. Store adane 1000 apem. Madam for your poku trading for Crofo market man ultimunye. Okay. Opoku. Poku trading. Crofo marketing na. Obey anakwa be despatch for support. Another husband. Huh? Yeah. Kokumase green light on them. Baby one price of green light for Sunyani market ni na green light. Confusion. So confusion si Sunyani market ni na si farmer hani handon mfiedu farmer Sunyani abane. Gana abane nyano sa BOT. Regional Minister Pekakra Tafre. I'm saying you Pekakra Tafre. Party Panyini Pekakra Tafre.
Engineer.
We Pekakra Tafre. Abba.
Akwa bi de baby a chese sikani bi a wo ho ofi se ekwan no baby eda no nkonkonko no akra no di ni sika ebetwa so ni ade na wo ko yesi jesu eja kokoje permit yamma no kwan no no amfa di sika nko pe machines emegu kwa no so enwi kwa no so no wo mo de nko nebra esanse wo susu se wo mu pese wo tue bibi no say bibi no obetua mu no wo de be kwa no wo mu ye agu na bam
he am pipi time ufri Alaska Junction and this in yi kwa no sa kwa no first Alaska Junction ekwesi Chira Road na me am call Minister for Rules ho say minister the nam for be I ready say nkaba be the basic be nti bedeya ni ba yitu oyo obri o de say no overti anka
ebesine
minyinya manim kura no ahu yi pana say ndc bus say no mo frase so for how long can we as a country but na leadership if you have the Lee Kuan Yews, if you have the Kofi Buzias, if you have the Nelson Mandelas, things go all well. If you don't have the Buzias, if you don't have the Lee Kuan Yews, if you don't have the Indira Gandhis, if you don't have the Nelson Mandelas, things will not go. Hey, man, for theory. If you have the tourists, Ibrahim tourists, things will go on well. If you don't have the Ibrahim tourists, things will not go on well. If you have the Nandi Azikiwis, things will go on well. If you don't have the Nandi Azikiwis, things will not go. Because you see, in politics and in life, it's the leader. Leader no, ni binoculars no shebe bibia hu ba bibia leaders no uncompromising the principles. Leader no honest. Leader no timi crack shape no be a besu. But if you don't take care and have a leader Oja Abraham Kakra. Chi ahwani suru.
Clear na everybody no. Meko Fred ho. Na mama na show video bi akire Electoral Commission Echo Parliament this week no. Na ya boso kakra na fi ya ba NPP mu ankasa. Na lawyer wo dia dusuko ewo NPP mu. Na ya hwe niema bi a ekoso ya hwe ya je wadwenkyere kakra. Na fi ya hunu. Se penfo beti no media tu ana mo kakra. Enti minim se Fred Ebra eguso ye ya no. na se video ni ye radio Electoral Commission Rabos Manasare e call parliament no say enema ye radio na wa should be e dia kire na watwi mu parliament etonsa at the free Electoral Commission se wonu mra machirim se ya to aba abesi sabri polling station ba ko yentumi declare the 276 parliamentarians no yenya na esi na ekoso before the nap isi so the abetu judge say omu here protection security from the police service nsana wonu matumi announce results no na omoto nsa the free isi boss manasare echo lawyer.
You see, anytime you hear of Africa, no, Viraho.
Africa.
Viraho. And anytime what is a historians nakase civilization started in Africa. Where civilization means. Because yanya the Aztecan civilization in South America, yanya Zimbabwean civilization, yanya Kush civilization, yanya Mesopotamian civilization, yanya the Incas civilization, yanya the Indian civilization, yanya the Chinese one-man demonstration. Etia President Mahamad for so no.
Who did you President Mahamad Friday?
And then the minister. Now for the demonstration because they didn't consider Brun region, and it is not fair. The father Mahama is madam for the father Haruna Idrisu is madam for no.
And stop who?
Haruna Mishan wakoti na wakotom player bako. Ntimkache so transfers kanu bakai. Osia.
Before kwa.
Haruna Idrisu team.
Wakotom before kwa player.
Wakotom wa Italy. Scan more drupa get into around 500,000 euro. Number media Michiano Sunana, Pomera media way. Oh, boss, say I am you. No way to oh, boss, what you have. Man, for no Mahama and Haruna Trishu. But you know, it doesn't mean that because they are my friends. So, by idea be another idea be not saying, yeah, menka, and I'm in raw my attention. Maybe, actually, there'll be supplementary. Actually supplementary na ebebano etimi catch President Mahama oya madam fukra oya the adamfo no besi nkyene Haruna Idrisu ya the adamfo besi nkyene mon consider bono origin
oya danse besi adamfo besi nkyene apre bunu puntu
many bebe ko gas be fa bi nko bono enti the adamfo besi nkyene what you say so they're coming back to the situation in the country and our bad roots. No, because sometimes you get information from Cote d'Ivoire, you get information from Togo, near the Mobo. And in sure to ask me na media beginning. Yeah, my assemblies, this what assemblies quite. No WONTUMI award contract. If you didn't Dr. Baumyambe, why are there pa? It's a big plus. When I have decentralization.
Drip no. Na minister bin trankran MCC this is pa MPP tamo and this tem brabebre koshe minister of roads and brabebre ebi abeko na MCB ana DCB ana MPB otosi ana wada ubeko office on wada ade
so o twa the minister apie minister tuka o twa no
Oma ya adwuma nkoso.
Esa no namposia so no. Kwa ne bi wo hobanya. Bebebo no, bebetu no. To
akotena nkranhwe no.
Esa twa atena office. Obakwa no ministers, MPs, DCs. Bitwasa me fa se bia DC ofri Sampa. Ana se ofri Elubo. Ana se ofri Sehwioso. Ofidade so osi mu anajo no okoduru anopa wa minister in office. How do we behave like this as a country? Decentralization and lip service. Lip service, yano.
Reality didn't ho.
Okay. Because you know, even MPP time, NDC time, Bayan Kunya, Ewon Kane, but they are bread assemblies. Nania Bufukura and Bayan Kunyan Kane, or the Ecogoso. Why are you Kunyan Kane, or the Conquerant Quanta? Now open we are, go so then can Quanta, any mimo. I have found in you. Found in you.
Capital for so.
Capital for. You man ought to swing in Kunyan Crama be my fan conquering. Now, see a apostle continuation. She is young, soft be old Sunyane. Not Nasa me by the man, like us, a lawyer. Which can suffer now, yam and yourself. Now, uncle, suffer. Or no, CS, you know, Susaka, you CS,
Christ Apostolic Church.
And apostle continuation.
Okay.
The uncle and Tassorano, or your woman of four. Susaka, you are was in our son die. Now, all Obiano cry or better than Safram. Well, lawyer, Nameno Cass, I send we see church in him. When Yaman was sent on my sofo. Mera sofo. Mean your sofutum. May Yaman or some.
That day.
So some of us should be in the system and talk and educate people.
Senator Mubet, you sanitize it.
You're sanitizing. Who can't be fee? Who can't be fee? I'm from here. Sure, last Thursday, no, I remember that. So, Ukiada or Yawada Chronicle, front page, story and Sosan Carino, third page. Sikasambia ba National Service Authority. Na and then Zumila. And Kanewa and Kayeda Menkasabia discount. You deploy the data force and the invisible. Django cannot meet them.
Can't we rely on the security, national security service?
It is dangerous to do that in Africa. Except like Togo on the police. So as a party, ruling political party, no party because I invincible no data force for no amount of power. When we were in power, invincible no data force for no na or mo share party of. May I trust the invincible and the data force in MPP more than the institutionalized security, you know.
How?
Because you see, invincible and data force in Ibiano, MPP will know. And therefore, yes or ye a bow who buy or ye bo party no ban obey. Some people for ye smarter and Cabea disbanded no. Invisible in data force for you now. Well, tobacco would also jam any proceeding.
That's how the politics be room.
Okay, in Africa politics in one metal. Miracle. Africa politics one metal. You can handle it with maturity. But the parliament, now people from crowd champion here. It was wrong on the part of the MPP, and I'll repeat it here. Because I end this by and
no, let me make the point. Electoral Commission, we are not interested in the outcome of elections. We are only no. Let me make the point. We are interested in the processes leading to a very, very successful outcome, and we think that that is what we must fight for. So we, as I made the point that we are beseeching the leadership of the House. We are beseeching the leadership of the House because our elections are the best. Our elections are the best. When you look at the Electoral Integrity Project, Ghana is ranked number 4 in the whole of Africa. And those who have seen the EU report on the 2024 election, they gave us almost 90%. In 2020, they gave us about 95%. So clearly, the Electoral Commission is doing its best. So we think that support us to be able to achieve our objective of becoming one of the best when it comes to the business. All the processes, there have been no bias. Everything has been very, very transparent. Thank you.
So, can you tell us exactly what it is that side is challenging?
The Mr. Chairman, thank you. We not the two parties that contested in the parliamentary elections. The parliamentary election in Ablekumanov. When we finished the collation, when we started the collation on the 7th, we had, after almost 163 or something, all of them came that their pensions had been destroyed. When we were left with a little over almost 120 or so. So we decided to resort to other measures to be able to do that. And there was clear understanding until it got to the remaining 37 polling stations. And when it got to the remaining 37 polling stations, of the 62, one of them brought carbon copies, which was accepted. The other party accepted, so there was no problem. Of the remaining 37, one of the parties brought that, and the other party started accepting it. And when it got to about 17 or so, remaining 17, then the other party said no, they will no longer accept it. So that was the point we started bringing in the presiding officers to come and authenticate whether indeed the signatures were their signatures and whether the figures written there were the figures they actually wrote. So that's why we got to that point. So we did 14, and out of it was left with 17, and we did 14. So we still have the 3 outstanding. Thank you.
Yes. So the source of insecurity is as a result of one party challenging one that 25 of the 59 copies were actually carbon copies and should not be added to the scanned copies.
So there were 62, and they brought 25 carbon copies which were accepted. So it was left with 37. And the 37, the agents of both parties accepted almost about 20 of them. So the remaining ones were those we brought in the presiding officers to come and confirm.
At your June 12th meeting, you had your last meeting was June 12th with the parties.
Yes.
Was June 12th.
Yes.
The parties were present. At your June 12th meeting, one of the parties insisted that they were not accepting any of the results beyond the 25 carbon copies. That they were demanding that 37 police stations should be rerun. Whilst one party was also insisting that only 3 police stations should be rerun, because that is the police station that they thought were not accepted. So there's still a dispute between the two parties. One party standing at 37 police stations, the other standing at 3 police stations, and one party is insisting that the presiding officers did not participate in some of the processes. So the issue is the fact that you don't have the original records. The two parties also say they've lost their records. In some instances,
Asari, Deputy EC Chair, na ano na uchire mu nti Ablekumanov what's to say Ablekumanov election no results now WONTUMI declare you know and one some na answer na be koso no wakonta o George Dankwa okay what no George Dankwa say no Bunu East on na NHI regional director. I say I didn't call you Uti region KJB.
Hey, over I never be slammed back.
I said I didn't call KJB.
Over popularly known as Ofaya.
Ofaya.
Officer.
Madame Foupa.
Officer Sabia.
Madame Foupa. What have you on him?
Ofaya. Yeah, for no, but Uti in your canal. 2020 it was 90, 95. Now it's 90. So it tells you some more than
a bad form.
No, but you know, I think once again, let me be very honest. Both the MPP and NDC leadership they are not being bold and strong. In advanced countries, you know, you register for voting. But yet, all the ID qua almost synchronized with system. No, now a woman you are eligible to vote. You bet me, but African pen phone is a via or Monday.
I know you bet me a term as e-voting.
No, only voter register.
Okay.
It is a what the ID card qua. The national ID card. Because if you are above 18 or 21, you are eligible to vote.
Okay.
Into the national ID card now about particular scenario the mass system now. System be yaba. The be yaba into bohun say we are adult. You can vote.
I say oba Ghana dey betima kasa Ghana card.
Ghana card. So they don't have a voter register. No, it's a backward for us. But in Africa, anything goes. Even in the Latin American countries, we are ahead of Africa. In fact, we are seeing now Cambodia, baby, and Nipa Africa. And no people babe war at the enemy no hem of affairs. Benya krado se bebe mania manasesa. Because by a krado and Kagana minister for Ohio minister for Bebreko school abruchiri. Na Newmont to be yikwa na friterchiri call a fisipa. Dian kwanda kwan fian bi a mining company, a multi mining company Newmont. All this kakoko ni sike be yikwa ne a. Utimi mane nya ha miensa. Because of the color. Because Tiantina a brochure, Akosku, no Abahana multi-national giant mining company Newmont, or Betusika Coco, our tertiary, Yamfo, a fisipa, a drop on. None can't so write your economy and sign your economy and sign. And natural near road cover, Bebo Nipo to Tembia. Newmont here don't Kenya. There's something wrong with that blacks.
But we are the easy we are. I'm about more power.
When I said near work, Yabo Boy, at the same. But be a benny a petition, Yabo Boy Cotta. Send me why are there. What you say? Oh, we can do better. Let's leave the UC, taking the UC. I am from a MPP. Make a UC as a me the MPP. Oh, that's sorry, I better MPP from paying for that. Yabeko Congress. Na yako Congress you are. You go to polling station elections in December. Na yato presidential. Now mo sabi just with due respect and with all apologies to listeners. Some funds are back and away.
Oh,
some funds are back and away. I will repeat in some form. The MPP we know since 1992, Yako from polling station, Yako constituency, Yako regional, Yako national. New national officers in Nebebano, ni baby flag bearer. That is the real thing to do. That is the reasonable thing to do. That is the sensible thing to do. Party in for Shada. Perhaps from 1996 to today. And the actual say, for no yadino, the brain ya miamen from Sunti, miamen from Sunti, miamen from so Cassianti. The reasonable thing to do within that given situation say, well, you call register MPP for. Register MPP. Registration first. Registration first. Krobiaso. And now party officer. Police station so pa beka me no abom opa beka ba ko abom adujama be dijwan kwase da nti anya hwe akwase da be free nkrase no beba men register be adujama ko nkura na se ya wa kurase no hey u fa kire ndisi ni kura ho awunim. Consider the lawyers sunyane kuma se ndisi ni lawyer yini MPP ni lawyer yini Nkanandisi ni lawyer ni MPP ni lawyer ni. It say also pay registration of voters no be say on benefit. Opwa. They are being responsible when Obiri is arguing about some be infiltrated. Now, politics in Africa, Nientia Oka be infiltrated now, Nyoka no buan say. Politics in Africa, no. Party or power, none who are kono. Party oppositioner, no one yakono. Nti MPP ni onim so MPP ni mapa. Oko people so end this year. Or I mean, go MPP da. Go MPP da. Ampa, that is Africa. So also by registration of voters now say NDC for Belgrama. Oh boy. You register polling stations. Who register people for Ghana? More than say more municika. Flag bearer be aspirant to be a mammo say 2 million, because of my 1 million. Because municika. Until you register, nice and could be a bit here with a young flat 2 cities. Two cities
per member
Koko commune. Rich ones like baby Brian Champong, Canada, Japan, Baumia, Aduchumunu. The better man register about one paper brown by register. So names are and Jessica 2 cities who register, who register or fire Chrome Chara 2 cities. Into 2 cities, you know, but the 1 city, that 2 constituency, or the 50 pesos, that 2 regional, or the 50 pesos, are national.
Ntunya 4 million, nipa 4 million, man tibia 2 cities, party ni benyeska.
And you know, mobile phone in the into abronya ni oni mobile phone, into why would you there must be a system. Otua sika na system na won kan no be kire se watua system na wo sunya no be kire se watua system na wo sunya no west system na so be kire se watua oya card there. Remember, there is no delegate. Do away with the delegate system no boa sika tua e boa santi twitwa na na ka pipi alusu brekum ada na pipi alusu doma ada na pipi alusu sunyane Eden na MPP alusu domase. Eden na MPP alusu doma edomi kwa benya. Eden na MPP alusu asanti achim. MPP alusu because kwana na mo afa so ye mu yiyim constituency executives, regional executives, national executives, parliamentary candidates no. Are skewed. Are fraud. Are flawed. Are skewed. Na unwa bronco twa toko. Udia bra, uchabru. So right from the word go system no na nye. Enti kaya bayi nanka pese yesu bibini ye ni ya. We sit down, then we do it well. What you say? And no Fluminense. I don't know. I think yeah, no. Flamingo share Chelsea. Chelsea go no nefe. Flamingo so 3-1. Nen wo so go no efe. And no na me san hwe PSG Botafogo. Wo mo hwe PSG. Wo hwe ball possession na PSG na 75%.
Oba boni nyina.
Botafogo about 25%, but the football team Botafogo be share PSG 1. Nano Inter Miami. Mam san fa ball mram na manfo Inter Miami ne FC Porto. Arrangement organization. So what the MPP is doing, they are not doing well. Me jirama baumia, I eat baumia, I drink baumia, I bath baumia, I sleep baumia. Baumia media chirenu, nya baumia na mami sika, MPP mami sika, obia mami we, miana media chire, mera meya ba, obia timunka baumia. But you must create level playing field.
Say no sunti no maye we say be ya e be yi sa delegate system.
Oh benya because also NSA the Menko polling station elections. But it's wrong. It is a wrong procedure. I will condemn it unreservedly. And yet binu mo hono ma wo fortune suna ba wiye ti papa se be hu twitwi Dr. Bawumia. MP okobia onya. MC okwa onya. national officer oko onya regional onya nti ne fortune so na ba wiye to abaso de no ho twitwi bawyo ene bawmi anwene flabera ne montoma me eye wrong procedure. Look, now man hweye betena ha ka say monfa soja fonko oh Obiri Boahen munya no Obiri Boahen oyemme Obiri Boahen oniedro Obiri Boahen omene ye me amanyosemu dia me ye komfo amanyosemu me ye komfo nya Ghana nko wiase nyina me ye komfo amanyosemu
ade na umpe difo mum so ye Christian
amanyosemu me ye difo. That step is wrong. It's dangerous. That step is wrong. It's dangerous. So people national officers say the Statesman newspaper Friday publication be Omo consider the Republican Party of US, the Labour Party of UK, ANC of South Africa, and the MPP of Ghana. MPP of Ghana minority no womo high womo ya de pa dan especially the minority no. The Republican Party, the Labour Party, ANC, MPP of Ghana. MPP of Ghana no minority in parliament no. One modern what challenge representatives of these people, these parties, the Labour, the Republican, the ANC, the National House. MPP of Ghana yade. But in terms of party organization, MPP of Ghana na rekojo to brilliant academicians in yes analysis no.
Say MPC koya na dodo ya so mo support candidate bako.
Oh, but
MPC say de omo ye ne.
MPC dodo na koba mia ho aminchiri. Sayana na no MCs DCs call Canada Japan ho no. Minchiri. But I'm saying that adosiensi ana moko ho no moko ho baumia moko tiam baumia mo amoko Canada Japan ho no moko ho moko tiam Canada Japan. But Obiri Boahen there as an independent objective minded politician, that step is dangerous.
General Secretary Kraka said anti sorry
General Secretary Kasetia I just nkodia o sa na ba kwa yes I she na de ha mre be pese be be hu twitwiri ba me me wa baumia o pia timi ntwa baumia 2022 me na start baumia Ghana office me Obiri Boahen he
yako
baumia nti meko the saying mako he man ba fa kotoba bia be sie no mako ho jatoka leo ne be sie no meko ho diaka ne be sie no meko ho ezi dombo ne be sie no meko ho makobia naso makobia kuro makobia kuro ase tell me MPP ni say na wako he man
David
kan kire me MPP ni hwan na akọ he man mo am kuta aban ka kuta aban patru mutu kwa na mo nso ma akọ he man mra me ko hwe ba afa kuto ne naso no mati abakosem ma me fa so ncha he man hene madam fo no sawansa so you see that step by the MPP is dangerous. Me I can foresee say one shall be the injunction better so that possibility is there. Me so but I'm telling Dr. Baumia say Dr. Baumia beware of Bebeka say oh the king is well clothed at a time when the king is naked.
Baroman kind of crunch, you know.
Oh, Dr. Baumia,
Mr.
Baumia here MPP MPs. No one winning. Or Ben winning, be anti-moon channel. Let you create a level playing field. Man Canada Japan. From Bangwenia, Banya my brother Champo. Yana kind of party back on. Don't what is a memaka set here be wada.
Lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen, Mr. Yabua, Ewo, Ebuakwa Macro, or so chiao. Oh, sir, and then Baba Snakwa ye or Ebuakwa. Madame for be for Belgium, Abba. Your friend watching, I know my bonnet back too. Our filling station be Ebuakwa. No, I watch him in Mauyako, or for Belgium, Abba. About boy, and none of ye were Buakwa. Anna, okay, young cheddar. Young cheddar, so Buakwa. Young cheddar, never come home.
Baba show.
Young cheddar,
oh yeah, young cheddar, so unis casa cheddar. Unis casa cheddar.
But young cheddar.
Young cheddar.
Young cheddar.
La kama wa ya sa wa twa banko ya bob otimi apetese half. Anyway, we be next week.
Na me aduma next week nso na Mr. George Boache NPP USA.
Oh, okay.
Bon homodi wumpa.
Because George Boache sankore.
Da bi nti ebe kwa akwa na ye wo ebra yeah kwa.
Oh hey. Lawyer Boa Makrum. Ebra hey krono wo hey. Lawyer Boa Makrum.
Okay.
You know Ebra is
USA branch.
Ebra
New Jersey.
Ebra is older than Asanteman.
Ebra
is one of the